Any Batman fan knows that while he's one of the most complex and fascinating characters in comic books, he's gone through a few interesting periods where the character has been, well, put in some dumb situations, or had dumb reactions to peculiar circumstances. So disclaimer, things are about to get silly. In a lovable way, of course. So let's jump right into our top 10 dumbest Batman moments. And at 10 we have Batman pissed his pants. So while Kevin Smith can be credited for having a really solid and versatile career in the arts, his work on the widening gyre has, well, some questionable moments. Especially when Bats is retelling the story of his first use of pyrotechnics to scare off some criminals. He reveals that the blast of fire was larger than expected, causing him to have a bladder spasm, so he peed his pants. Humanizing or humiliating? You guys tell me. At 9 we have All-Star Batman and Robin. So in this Frank Miller series that came out between 2005 and 2008, Batman is sort of a huge dick to Robin. Well, he's kind of a dick to everybody. But his emotional abuse of his young ward is just, well, impressive at best. While some critics and fans adore the series, you can't deny that Bruce is a little bit more aggressive than his usual self, and produces gems like these. But hey, he is the goddamn Batman after all. He also has sex with Black Canary after setting a bunch of criminals on fire. Whatever floats your boat, Bats. Up next, number 8, we have Batman Odyssey. Hey, you know what sounds like a really good idea in theory? A Ulysses version of Batman. And in practice, well, apparently it means he rides dinosaurs, and meets Egyptian gods, and fights a telepathic Cyclops. And for whatever reason, there's a whole lot of nude, hairy Bruce Wayne throughout. Sounds like a good time. At 7 we have Batman and Superman cry over tentacles. It's arguable that World's Finest is a little notorious for some crazier moments. The story starts off with Batman and Superman being kind of sad, so Clark's like, let's do some male bonding at the Fortress of Solitude. And while they're there, a meteor is about to crash on Earth. The two investigate and find out that there's these tentacled creatures inside of it. And after a bit of a fuss and a bit of a battle, the two learn that the tentacles are actually alien probes created by the Krill, a race that needs to leech emotions from Earthlings. But the tentacles, who understand the meaning of life, sacrifice themselves in order to not damage Earth and its inhabitants, which causes Clark and Bruce to have a good cry over it. Beautiful, beautiful moment. Up next at 6 we have Batman Sings Christmas Carols. From Batman 219 in 1970, there's a story called The Silent Night of the Batman, where no one in Gotham commits crimes cause it's Christmas. Batman belts out some Christmas carols with the GCPD, and just look at his face, guys. He's so into it, and they spend the whole night doing it. It's like super adorable. And at 5 is Shark Repellent. Back in the 60s, Batman went through a particularly campy time period. Frederick Wortham and the Comics Code Authority were mainly to blame for this and some of the more ridiculous moments throughout the Silver Age that he encountered. So needless to say, this isn't the last time we'll be visiting Mr. West in the 1966 Batman the movie on this list. There's a scene where Batman is attempting a rescue on a yacht when he gets attacked by a shark. And how does he get out of this one?
Hand me down the shark repellent!
Well, he uses shark repellent. And at 4 we have Bat-Baby. This is one of my personal favorite Batman moments. A product of the Silver Age, this story from Batman 147 in 1962 features Bruce being shrunk down to the size of a toddler. He escapes from the fight with Robin carrying him in his arms, with his batsuit draping over him because now he's all little. But don't worry guys, that won't stop the Dark Knight. He's quick to realize that he's still capable of the same amount of physical strength, cause that makes logical sense, right? And decides he still wants to go out and fight crime. And Robin's all like, yeah, that seems like a totally plausible idea, let's do it. And he goes along with it. But what do they do about his batsuit? Well, Batman instead rocks some overalls, as one does. Eventually he's returned to his normal size, but keeps the Bat-Baby costume as a trophy in the Batcave, which is kinda weird. And at 3 is Rainbow Batman. From the 1957 Detective Comics issue 241, this one's just a good old fun time. So Robin is off saving a girl's life during a robbery, and does some real detective work when he starts tracking down the robbers afterwards. Meanwhile, Batman is at the Batcave having a real hard time picking out his costume. Yes, actually a thing. He's trying to decide which of his new rainbow-colored costumes to wear. Fashion, it's the real villain. So Robin's like, hey dude, we should probably do something about the fact that these robbers are like a lot of trouble. And Batman's like, hey buddy, you got a busted arm and the colored costumes are supposed to deter away from you so they won't know who your secret identity is. So like, it was all totally part of the plan. Sure Bruce, that's why. And at 2 is Zebra Batman. In our number 2 spot, we have a Batman moment that Robin is finally like, nope, not cool with this. About damn time, buddy. So there's this dude named Zebra Man who charged his body with energy so that lines of force rippled through his costume. He was able to control it via a button on his belt. But when he fought Batman, Bats was exposed to the lines of force, which altered his own body and costume. giving him the same ability, except without the control over the energy. And anything that comes near him would just go flying. So Robin's like, yep, I'm gonna keep my distance on this one. And then there's a whole panel where Bruce is really upset and is all like, I'm a menace to anyone who comes near me. Eventually the effects were reversed, but things got real awkward for a while and Bruce wasn't able to eat anything, which just sucks. And finally at our number 1 spot is the bomb. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Another fun scene from the 1966 Batman the movie. Here we have Adam West's Batman running around the city with a lit bomb trying to find a place to leave it. It even spawned a meme. So why is it dumb? Well, let's let the scene do the talking.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
There we have it. Are there any moments you think should have made this list? Let us know in those comments below. And if you dug the video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. But for now, I'm Kelly Pally and you've been watching Top 10 Nerd. I'll catch you guys in the next one.